Hello there. This video is supposed to be quite short. I hope that I won't talk too much. And actually it's going to be about the structure that I've just used. This video is supposed to be quite short. So the structure that we're going to discuss during today's class is be supposed to do something. And now, why have I decided to record this video? If you're my student, you probably know that I keep paying attention to this structure a lot because I believe it's very useful in business English. We can use it on a daily basis in different contexts. So I suppose it's worth knowing how to use it and when to use it. So if you're ready, let's kick off. Be supposed to do something. What does this structure actually mean? So whenever you want to say that, well, somebody expects you to do something, or you expect somebody to do something, or when you want to use this kind of passive voice, we are expected to do something. You are expected to do something. Actually, if you compare our structure, be supposed to do something, to this, we are expected to do something, you will see that they're quite the same, and this is basically the main meaning of this structure. So be supposed to do something is like be expected to do something. Or you could also use synonyms, paraphrases such as we should do something, we have to do something, we are expected to do something, we are supposed to do something. So whenever somebody expects you to do something, it's your task. It's not really your intention, your decision. It's more like somebody's expectation. Then this structure is going to be perfect for everyday use and also for this business English context. And now what we're going to do, actually I want to move on to some kind of practical exercises straight away, because that's it when it comes to the theory. The structure is be supposed to do something. So obviously you will create a sentence with this to be in the right tense. So it can be was or were, it can be is or are, right? But then this supposed to do something stays the same. And remember, we say supposed to, supposed to. So it's not supposed to, it's not supposed to, it's more like supposed to, supposed to. Okay, I hope you're with me. So have a look at this example number 1. I'm going to provide you with some context. So have a look at this situation. Well, your boss expects you to finish the report by Friday. And now, what kind of sentence can we create here? I'm going to provide you with this Polish sentence and try to translate it using this be supposed to structure. So now is the time to stop the video and now get back to me once you come up with the proper translation. Okay, let's have a look at the key. You know, I'm supposed to finish the report by Friday. Of course, you can say I am supposed to, but the shorter version will be I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to finish the report by Friday. You can repeat after me. I'm supposed to finish the report by Friday. So very useful structure. Of course, you could say here, I should finish the report. I have to finish the report. But if you want to just specify that your boss or somebody else is actually expecting you to do something, then it's very nice to use I'm supposed to do something. You have this task to finish the report by Friday. I hope that's clear. Example number 2. So the situation is as follows. You've come across a problem and now you have no idea what you should do. So I want you to actually paraphrase this I have no idea what I should do. Translation tip, stop the video, say it aloud, and then get back to me. So the translation will be simply, what am I supposed to do now? And I'm sure that you've heard it in a movie or a series on Netflix because this phrase is very often used. What am I supposed to do now? Sometimes it's also used with a bit of frustration. So what am I supposed to do now? When you're a bit angry, but sometimes you're really asking somebody to give you this advice. What should I do now? What am I supposed to do now? And now a similar question you could use here if you wanted to say, what should we do now? But using this be supposed to do something structure. Again, say it aloud. And now the answer. What are we supposed to do now? So what am I supposed to do now? What are we supposed to do now? What should we do, right? Example number 3. So the context is as follows. You're angry because you asked your colleague to send the contract to the client, or you expected your colleague to send the contract to the client, but well, that was 3 days ago and he didn't do it, right? So you expected that person to do it 3 days ago. And now, Polish translation, Polish tip. Stop the video, translate it, and see you in a sec. And the translation would be as follows. You were supposed to send the contract 3 days ago. So you see now this you are supposed to is changed into you were supposed to, because we talk about the past, right? You were supposed to do it 3 days ago, but you didn't, right? So I hope that makes sense. Very useful one as well. You were supposed to do something, so it's kind of like complaining a bit. Example number 4, I suppose. Again, the context is as follows. You're disappointed because you were planning to go hiking today, but you know, instead of a sunny day, it's actually raining. But the weather forecast said that, you know, and now the Polish sentence, try to translate it. Start with it, that's a tip for you. And the answer, it was supposed to be sunny today, but it's not, right? So if the weather forecast said that, you know, it will be sunny tomorrow, but today it's not, you could say it was supposed to be sunny today. Or it wasn't supposed to be raining. It wasn't supposed to be raining today. But well, it is. So you can also use it when talking about the weather. The sky is the limit, actually. You can use this expression in so many contexts. Example number 5. We expect all employees to stick to our policy. So if you want to just say that employees are expected to do something, employees are kind of obliged to follow some regulations, you could simply say, have a look at the Polish sentence. Of course, you could say all employees should stick to our policy, but try to use this be supposed to structure. And the translation would be as follows. All employees are supposed to stick to our policy. All employees are supposed to stick to our policy. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I guess you can use it at work a lot. And example number 6. The context is that you have to give a presentation in English. You should, you have to, you are expected to give a presentation in English because this is what your boss expects you to do. And based on that, we create a sentence, stop it if you want to, and the English translation. You know, I'm supposed to deliver or give this presentation in English. I'm supposed to give this presentation in English. I can give you an example. Very often if I have a class with my students, I say, okay, I think you were supposed to revise the vocabulary for today. So if I want to remind the student that my expectation was that he or she was supposed to revise the vocabulary for today. So I expected them to be prepared. Okay, so also you can use it in this context. And the last one, I suppose, number 7. So imagine you're waiting for your friends. They say they would be here 2 hours ago, but well, nobody's here, right? So you're waiting, nobody's here. They said they would be here 2 hours ago. So what do you say to them? Translate the following sentence. The answer? They were supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Where are they? They were supposed to be here 2 hours ago. Okay, so you have this past to be because you talk about the past. They were supposed to be here 2 hours ago and they haven't arrived yet. So as you can see, you can use this structure in business English, in daily situations. It's very practical. And now I have one more comparison for you. What's the difference between be supposed to do something and be going to do something? Have a look. Obviously, you know how to use this be going to. It's like when you want to express your intention. So you see, be going to is going to be used when you want to say that it's your intention, that you intend to do something. So I was going to call you, but I forgot. So you see, it was my intention to call you. I wanted to call you, but I forgot. So it's quite personal, right? Versus be supposed to do something. I know I was supposed to call you yesterday, but I was too busy. So here you actually say that the other person expected you to call them, like you were supposed to call them, but you were too busy. So if you compare these two, be going to, it's about your personal intention to do something, and be supposed to do something, it's about somebody's expectations, it's about some kind of obligation, okay? You were expected to do something. I hope you get the idea now. Of course, stop the video if you want to process these two examples once again. As usual, remember there is a PDF waiting for you below this video with all the sentences listed, plus some practical exercises. And now, one small notification announcement here. Remember that because of Black Friday, there is this 20% discount for all my ebooks and for this video course, Conditionals and Wishes in Business English and Lifestyle. So if you'd like to improve your vocabulary, if you like the way I explain certain things in these videos, then this Conditionals course is going to be very similar to what we are doing here. If you want to improve your vocabulary, if you want to introduce more fancy phrases into your English, have a look at this vocabulary planner and 30-day journey if you want to just explore different ways of learning English, creative ways of learning English. If you'd like to actually experiment a bit with different methods, writing, reading, listening, then 30-day journey is for you. Of course, you can also find the link in my bio. And I suppose that's it for today. Have a lovely day. Cheers.